This is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I am Lucy Adeyemi. The Democratic Republic of Congo Army said on Friday its troops have killed at least 36 Burundian rebels during clashes with two armed groups in the east of the country. It says 3 soldiers were also killed. The Congolese army mounted a series of operations this month in the eastern province of South Kivu, aimed at regaining territory seized by the rebel groups. DR Congo's President Felix Tshisekedi, who took office 3 months ago, has pledged to address the militia violence that persists in the region. German and Angola representatives have met to discuss investment and issue of the drought that plagued the African country. As part of the energy transition dialogue, there were several meetings with companies with financial availability and technical means for renewable energy projects. The Minister of Energy and Water held meetings with companies that cooperate with Angola and those linked to the maintenance and supervision of power stations. Stay with us, we'll be back after this message.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Zimbabwe has reached an agreement with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, on a program of economic policies and structural reforms that could pave the way to the crisis-hit country re-engaging with international financial institutions. Suffering from decades of decline and hyperinflation, Zimbabwe has not been able to borrow from international lenders since 1999, when it started defaulting on its debt. It has arrears of around $2.2 billion with the World Bank, the African Development Bank, and European Investment Bank. Zimbabwe is also facing the challenge of responding to drought and the devastation from Cyclone Idai. Under the agreement with the IMF, policies will focus on eliminating the government's double-digit fiscal deficit and adoption of reforms to allow market forces to drive the functioning of foreign exchange and other financial markets. Zimbabwe had appealed on Tuesday for $613 million in aid from local and foreign donors to cover food imports and help with humanitarian crisis following Cyclone Idai. That's ANN News. We'll join us again at 5:30 for our full newscast. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANNAfricaTV, Instagram and Twitter at ANNAfricaTV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.